full NFL season. I got my good buddy. Shout out to I Am Verdict. You want me to use your real name in this? You just want to go by your stage name here?
No, you can just say Cody.
All right, we got our boy Cody here, and what we're gonna be doing here is we're on a franchise. You're you're not in the franchise yet, are you?
No, I haven't gotten an invite.
It says you got a pending invite. Check your stuff. Notifications that I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, but we're gonna be going game by game. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to the league schedule week by week. We're gonna go through and predict all these games from now all the way until the end of the season. Then we're gonna save the playoffs for another episode, and we're gonna do this is preseason. Well, this is like in real life. This is like right before the start of the preseason. So, if anyone gets injured or anything big happens like that, we're not going to be able to do anything about that because we're making the video now. I've also got my bar over here on the side, so if anyone does join the stream and wants to argue or anything, go ahead and do so. But, nobody's here. You're probably just watching this on YouTube if anyone's even watching this at all. I'm just doing this for the record because last year I predicted it to be the Super Bowl, to be the Patriots and Saints. We all know how that turned out. I got cheated out of my pick, and I think the Saints would have won the Super Bowl, but it still would have been a great fight against the Patriots. That's all I'm going to say. But now that we got our boy Cody in here, we're going to go ahead and get this started. So let's go to schedule, league schedule. We're going to start off with the classic Thursday, the opener, Packers at Bears. How's this one going to go, Cody?
I think the Packers are going to lose against the Bears at home.
I hate to say it because I'm a Packers fan, but the Bears' defense is ferocious. I do think that the Bears are going to get better this season, especially on offense. I think Cohen's really going to get a lot better. And, not like he was bad in the first place, but he's always been that backup, and now he's going to be that starting guy. And I think as long as he stays healthy, I don't think he's got a history of not being healthy, but he's going to be an issue to stop for sure, especially with us getting rid of Mike Daniels, which I guess we're just trying to build young. But so we're going to give this win to the Bears at home. Although Aaron Rodgers is a beast, and you saw what he did at the beginning last year. I didn't because I was in basic training, but I wish I could have watched that game.
It was a good ass game.
Yeah, I saw the highlights, but that is one of the greatest comeback stories of all time. Went to the locker room, Mr. Miyagi went in there, fixed him up, snapped a few things, and he went back on the field. That's my story there. Okay, what about Rams at Panthers? I say Rams in Carolina. What do you think?
Yeah, Rams are gonna have a fucking field day against the Panthers.
I just say that because I can't think of any receivers that are like crazy good on the Panthers. They do have G.J. Moore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have to step up. I don't know. Is Kuechly as good as he's ever been? Is he still up there? He's still a top tier, but I don't know if he can stop, Gurley and, if the pass game's going to be on point.
Yeah, the Rams have gotten somehow even better this year. They added Clay Matthews.
Yeah, he's old, but he can at least stop the run, and that's the point of view I see from there.
Yeah, he'll be a good rotational player. He'll be a good locker room guy too. It's just fuck. I didn't think the Rams could get better this season than they did in the off season. I give it to Rams.
Absolutely incredible, honestly, and I feel good. I'm happy for LA that they have finally a team that does good. Actually, two teams that do good, right? I'm talking about the Chargers last season, huh?
They're a good meme, though. The meme is that they have no fans at all.
Yeah, that is hilarious. They need more love. Fans. Neither one of them. I feel bad for the Charger Stadium they're playing in right now, but yeah, I'm gonna take a Cool. You talk about the Washington Redskins versus Philadelphia Eagles real quick. I'm gonna try to jump into the stream, make sure your voice is working. So, Cody, you take this matchup here away. This is in Philadelphia.
So, I think the Redskins are actually gonna put up a good fight. This one's hard though because the Redskins really did get better in the offseason. They added a lot of key components, but is Alex Smith gonna be the same? I don't even know if he's playing. Are they going to start Dwayne Haskins? There's a lot of ifs. I think if the Redskins start Haskins and he balls out like he's supposed to, if Sweat plays very well, I think if all the components come together, I actually think they can beat the Eagles at home. The Eagles are great, but there's still a big question mark when it comes to Carson Wentz. There's a lot of debate going on if Nick Foles is really the quarterback that he was, or if Carson Wentz is, even going to hold up after all these ACL injuries or whatever the hell he had. But I give it to the Redskins, honestly. I think they're going to come out strong.
I got you. Just wanted to clarify with you real quick. I got on the stream, so I was the one viewer for like one minute. And your voice was completely clear. I heard you talking about the Redskins. That was good. But I have to I'm going to throw a little bit of an argument at you here. I do believe the Redskins, as they did last season, they could come out strong. Now I don't know what to think about the Redskins really, because last season I said they're going to be the worst team in the NFL, and they came out and destroyed my Packers. So I don't really. That's one game I did get to see, unfortunately. But it was one of those Sunday passes, real nice. But it's in Philadelphia. Wentz isn't going to be. I really don't think Wentz is going to be hurt the first week of the season. They have, in my, I can't really even think of any. Who's the Washington Redskins receivers? Let me ask you that real quick before I start making judgment calls or anything.
They have Jordan Reed.
Oh, that's a tight end though, right?
Well, a receiving tight end.
Well, yeah, but you like
shit, I can't even.
Like I
got rid of Pierre Garçon.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pierre Garçon was my guy. I was thinking like that's.
They got rid of Josh Dotson.
Did they draft?
Did they pick up?
Did
they draft Debo? Or was that the 49ers?
I don't know. I'm actually one sec. Let me go look at the Redskins like stuff here, the lineup.
Because that was my argument. They have a good receiving core or running back core. They have Chris Thompson. They have Adrian Peterson, and that's my debate is if Dwayne Haskins started and actually played pretty well.
We got Paul Richardson Jr., Josh Doxson, Richard Matthews, Trey Quinn, Terry McLaurin. I don't know. He's
Paul
a rookie.
Richardson's decent.
Kelvin
Matthews isn't bad.
Kelvin Harmon.
I don't know who the hell that is.
He's from North Carolina State.
Okay.
I don't know, just for everyone out there, I don't watch a whole lot of college football, so if they're not in the pros and they're not like a first-round pick, I probably won't know much about them.
Yeah. Well, who the hell do the Eagles have? They have...
Well, one sec. You forgot about a main guy who's a receiver out there, and I totally did too. The old man, no, we're talking about Redskins right now. The old man, the legend, Vernon Davis.
Oh wow, Vernon.
Yeah.
He's not starting over Jordan Reed. There's
no. But he's still listed as like an 81 on here, and I know he can still catch the ball, like in third down situations, Anyway, but back to wide receivers. I mean, for the Eagles, they have Alshon Jeffrey. Wait, Deshaun Jackson's back on the Eagles?
Yeah, but he's like in his 30s, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's still impressive. I didn't know that. Nelson Aguilar, I give the Eagles the absolute edge in receiving.
I could have sworn he got traded.
And then Devontae Freeman and Jordan Howard. Even Corey Clements, or Clements, not Clements, sorry. That's an absolute win there.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, if the Redskins can come out and start bombing them with Dwayne Haskins, if they start him at all, because we don't know who's going to start.
Ooh. Did they always have Derek Barnett?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I think we can go ahead and give the Eagles the win on this one. I agree with you. I feel like there's a chance the Redskins could win if everything's in the right place.
I'm sorry. I just can't see it at home. The defense is still so strong. They could go a little better on linebackers. They have Zach Brown and Bradham, but Bradham's getting old. The other guy, do you know who?
And isn't the Eagles' left tackle coming off like an ACL injury? Jason Peters, I think that's...
Yes, I believe he is. He is,
yeah.
But he's still a beast. You know, I mean, we'll see how that holds up. But as of right now, if we're just talking player-wise, he's a beast. Now, I want to look at their corners. The Ronald Darby, other than that, they don't, I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, is Avante Maddox, is he any good?
I've heard his name here and there.
Pittsburgh?
I'm not too sure.
College, Pittsburgh? Sidney Jones, the fourth, Washington?
I'm not sure about Sidney Jones. I've heard
yeah.
Devontae Maddox a little bit.
Well, Sendeo at the free safety position there. He's old, but something, I guess. Nothing crazy. Malcolm Jenkins. Yeah, no, you're right. I was just kind of checking out the roster here. Sorry. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what to think about the Redskins right now, especially with the whole quarterback situation. So we're going to give this one... Right. Yeah. Okay, Bills versus Jets. This is in New York. Okay. This is exciting.
My thing that a lot of people don't understand is the Bills actually have a great fucking defense. The Bills and the Jets both have decent defenses, but I think Le'Veon Bell has a point to prove. He hasn't played in a year. I don't think that matters much. You know, he was, I think, the best running back. When he was playing, best running back. You know, he could catch in the backfield. He could run the ball. He was real patient. I think he can do it.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of like a Barkley, you know. But he can actually run the ball. Well, I don't know. Barkley can run the ball. I'm not saying that, but I feel like the Jets probably have a little bit of a better offensive line than the Giants. Is my point there. And if I can shout something out for in your point of view here for the Bills, Matt Milano is 100% underrated. He's the linebacker. He has one of the most. I looked at a stat to see he has like the fourth most interceptions out of linebackers or something like that last year. Like that's really good. I mean,
feel like people still don't give Tre'Davious White enough credit. I really don't.
I know he's an absolute beast, an absolute monster. And, I mean, they don't have a whole lot else, but, I mean, he's locked down.
I just worry about that offense, that Bills offense. You know, are they going to start Josh Allen? Or,
who the
fuck? I mean, who the fuck is their running back? Frank Gore, I think, is on there. LaShawn McCoy's still there.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
TJ Yeldon's the backup, and Alfred's the third. So there's no Frank Gore there. I don't know.
Did he retire?
Yeah, they got Cole Beasley out there at least. You know a little bit about him, I'm sure.
Their best receiver, though.
Yeah, that's it's really hard to give them the win. They're gonna have to be a lockdown defensive team. With that being said, shout out to underrated free safety and Micah Hyde. I'm just saying, I wish the Packers would have never got rid of him, but I mean, we got replacements with Adrian Amos is a strong safety, isn't he? No, we picked that guy up. We'll talk about him later, but that guy in the draft, we traded up first round to get him. Is a real agile guy. Yeah. Is it Maryland? Out of Maryland?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, back to the Bills.
I'm gonna trans over to the Jets real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jamal Adams. I feel like still not enough people are talking about Jamal Adams.
I agree.
He's a hard hitter. He's a fucking monster. He's all over the damn field when he needs to be. He's really the heart and soul of that defense. I mean, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit.
Him and I mean Avery Williamson, and you got to add in C.J. Mosley. That's a big pickup for them. They're going to have strong linebackers this year. Yeah. Brandon Copeland's all right.
Who was they drafted Quinnen Williams? Is that his name? The D tackle.
Yes, you're right. Yep, out of Alabama.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think he was like the third overall pick. I mean, he's definitely
Yeah.
gonna come in and start. And
Oh, well, you got to see if he's going to adjust to the game or if he's going to fall off, but I think that's definitely a positive more than anything.
he's a big fucking boy. I think
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
be just fine.
Well, I mean, the next Raji, if you will. BJ Raji. Just kidding. He might be much better than Raji. I'm not going to say he is, but he might
Yeah,
be.
I think Jets for sure got that one.
Yeah, especially with Jordan Jenkins. I just want to take a quick look at the offense, if that's okay with you, for the Jets. With
Yeah,
Trevor Siemian's the backup. That's hilarious. Sam Darnold. We'll see how he adjusts. Ty Montgomery is the backup running back. So maybe some chance for a little sling action there. Sling out of my favorite fullback in the league, Aaron Ripkowski from the Packers a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a whole lot on receivers, but Anderson's definitely underrated.
Oh yeah.
Quincy Enunwa's okay, and I think Jamison Crowder is not bad either, to be honest. And
yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about any of these tight ends though, but I agree with you. We're gonna have to give the Jets the win after looking at that for the second time.
Yeah.
But that Bills defense is gonna have to be really strong, regardless. So we're giving that one to home. Now Falcons at Vikings.
I don't like either of these teams. I just fucking hate both of them.
No, I agree.
I fucking hate the Falcons for blowing that lead, and then the Vikings are just some dicks.
Yep, injure Aaron Rodgers just because you want to. Yep. I mean, at least they're not Sue, I guess. But
a lot of people, a lot of people love Matt Ryan. I don't though. I don't think
he's all right.
I think he's a part of the system. And look who he's around: Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu was there for a while. I think he got traded, didn't he? Or he signed somewhere else.
I'm just baffled that with the Freeman trade to be 100%, or how they lost Freeman is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Falcons are gonna win this one. Vikings. I mean, you have Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs.
Yes, two underrated wide receivers. Even that's a Packers fan saying that,
Yeah. I can't see it happening.
Does Cousins step up? I mean,
I think if he can just have a mediocre day, I feel like they can still win. Because that defense.
Yeah. Is Dalvin Cook? Is he starting? Vikings?
I know he's had a lot of injuries. Maybe.
I
mean, I just kind of give everybody a clean slate when the season starts. No injuries.
Oh, no.
That's how I see it.
I want to make sure I'm all caught up with free agency and stuff. I think I am, but not 100%.
I believe he's still there.
All right, and I mean this defense. They're getting older. I will give them that. They're powering down a little bit, but they're still all completely beast. Their IQ is up, if anything. I'm giving this one to the Vikings. This argument's over. All right. I mean, unless Julio can jump over like 4 people and catch the ball, which he's done a few times before, I'm sure. Then it's not gonna happen. Okay, Ravens at Dolphins. All right.
Ravens, no question.
I already gave it to the Ravens.
Dolphins are going to be the worst team in the league, and I do expect them to pick up Tua at the end of the season. Who do they have? Their defense.
Kenyon Drake, if any playmaker, that's it.
I think he's been hurt. I don't know. If
he's hurt.
Healthy now.
All right.
They have Kalen Balaj.
Balaj is all right.
Yeah, I just Ravens all day. There's no way.
It makes me sad because I don't hate the Dolphins or anything. I've never seen them do really good. I mean, they made the playoffs 1 or 2 times.
A couple years ago,
yeah, since I've been watching, which is the Peyton Manning days. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's. That one's going Ravens. How about Chiefs at Jags? A very interesting matchup.
I just want to say, and Brendan can be my witness to this, I called Patty Mahomes would be a star when he was a fucking rookie. I don't care what anybody says.
I disagree.
It was
before that. Thank you. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I watched him at Texas Tech. I watched the 800 fucking... Yes, and you heard me right. 800 yards he gave or he put up against Oklahoma. He played Baker Mayfield actually. Patty Mahomes had over 800 yards total offense that game. That right then and there, I knew he was gonna be a fucking star. And then he came and basically redshirted in the NFL. And then the second year, fucking won MVP. His first year ever playing won MVP. Who else has fucking done that? And I don't think anything's gonna be different. I don't think they're gonna have, the exact same year. But I still think they're a playoff team. They're winning that division. It is what it is.
A very tough division at that. And I still think the most dominant team there. The only other thing people argue is the Chargers, maybe.
And the Chiefs' defense is almost non-existent. Then they pick up Tyrann Mathieu, but
yeah, they got the honey badger now. Sorry, I'm also eating wings.
But I mean, one person can't change the entire defense. It's going to take them as a whole to get better. But
they got who was that? Frank Clark they picked up in that trade with Seattle.
Oh, they did.
It was a while ago.
And I think they ended up keeping D Ford too.
Yep, D Ford.
So,
they got Eric Berry still.
They have some members there.
So it's not. Team's not on Patty's back. I mean, he's gonna grab them on his back anyway, but they're not.
Yeah. And I mean, Tyreek Hill. Did he end up getting a suspension at all? I don't think so.
I think it's still up to controversy. I'm afraid it's going to end up like Ezekiel Elliott was with that thing, so I might keep that in mind.
Like a week-to-week basis.
Yeah.
I mean, Patty Mahomes.
Regardless.
Don't get me wrong, Tyreek Hill's a beast. He's one of the most underrated receivers. I feel like people don't give him enough credit.
No, not except in Madden.
But. I mean, it's fucking Patty Mahomes. This kid's not even looking when he's throwing the ball and he's making completions. Like, don't get me wrong, the Jags have a great defense still to this day, but
Jalen Ramsey.
I don't see it.
Yeah, no.
Nick Foles came to them.
Yeah, let's see how that turns out. And I just wanted to point out, I think Kelsey is at the very worst, the second best tight end in the league. At the very worst.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying that.
I forgot about Kelsey. Yeah.
It might be like maybe Ertz. Which I don't think we talked about much with the Eagles matchup either, did we? We said like...
Yeah, he is underrated because he's not only a good receiving tight end, but he can block like a motherfucker. That's something Kelsey isn't as great as.
No, but
Ertz can fucking block like a bitch.
But Kelsey reminds me of a Dallas Clark or a Tony Gonzalez,
Oh yeah, Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, I get that vibe.
Yeah, so I think we're, as great as the Jags defense is, we're going to give this to the Chiefs because we don't know what this Jaguars offense can do, correct?
Yeah.
This is in Jacksonville, by the way. I want to make sure that's not going to change anything.
No fucking way.
Okay, just making sure, these Jags fans can get up. They know they almost got into a fight with, what was it, that Seattle Seahawks player? Was it Bennett that tried to climb up and beat the crap out of a fan?
Bennett.
Yeah. Anyway, Tennessee Titans at Cleveland Browns. The big one everyone's waiting for, the big Cleveland Dogs.
Cleveland, baby. I've been watching a lot of footage. Baker Mayfield and Odell seem to have some chemistry. Kareem Hunt is on a suspension, though. So I think they're going to start Duke Johnson, probably.
That's not bad either.
Yeah, I think that's a great backup. I'd love to split carries.
Yep.
Between them two.
I mean,
their defense is
badass. Sorry for the cussing.
It's really underrated. Yeah.
The best.
Myles Garrett, Greedy Williams.
Olivier Vernon.
Yeah.
From the Giants. Olivier, sorry. Yeah. That could be the best defensive line in football. Like arguably.
Emmanuel Ogbah.
Arguably the best defensive line in football. I'm saying it right now. Jabril, they traded him away to the Giants, right? So, but they got Odell and Jarvis Landry out of that. Or they still have, what I'm trying to say, they have those two players right now.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, okay. I've given this to the Browns because I think the Tennessee Titans are going to have a down year. I feel bad for Mariota, but I can't see. Like, I already gave this win to the Browns, but...
Yeah, I believe he has, some damaged nerve in his throwing hand or something crazy like that. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't know what happened to Mariota, but I just don't think he's going to come back from all of his injuries.
Yeah, it sucks because he had talent. That I would still love him for the best play one of the most athletic plays of all time. Throws the ball, gets tipped back to him, cat jumps in the air and catches it, the touchdown. That's the best thing ever. That whoever owned him for fantasy knows what I mean. That's got to be one of the best. But also, I'm going to shout out to BW3s. I call it B-dubs, at least around here where I'm from. And just shout out to them because I was watching the when my girl wanted some food and she wanted to go out to get B-dubs, so we went to B-dubs, right? And we saw all the practices going on, and I saw that Cam Newton went under another surgery, so I wanted to bring that up real quick. He's went under another surgery, and he wasn't even playing in his training camp today, so thought that'd be an important emphasis because I forgot to talk about that back with the Panthers. But anyway, this Titans at Browns. This is in Cleveland, Week 1. We're going to see the true potential of the Browns against one of the worst teams in the NFL, in my opinion, coming up. Sorry, any Titans fans. Nashville is a beautiful city. I just got back there I was there just this past Sunday, 2 days ago, to watch Tenacious D. I'm wearing my T-shirt right now, actually, and it's a beautiful city. Great people, too. But on to the next one, Colts at Chargers. This is going to be a great Week 1 matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good game. You go ahead. I want to hear your opinion on this.
Okay, so I might be a little biased with the Colts here. Obviously, I think the quarterback matchup is close, but I give this one to luck just because that scrambling ability. And T.Y. and Keenan Allen is also a toss-up, but I'd probably give that one to Keenan Allen, to be 100% honest with you. And they're also going to be at home. The Colts are used to a domed stadium. I don't know if that'll have any effect at all in the game, but if talking player impact-wise, I want to see if Marlon Mack can eat a little bit. But I honestly, if you look at this Chargers roster, at least on paper, they're an amazing roster. They don't have any really, really weak points in their roster. I'll bring it up over here, but yeah, this is showing my lineup, isn't it? That's not what I want. No, I already know how this works. Sorry, go ahead, take it away till I get the roster up.
I feel like Darius Leonard is really underrated, even though he went ahead and won Defensive Rookie of the Year. I still feel like a lot of people don't give him credit. I think the Chargers are a good team. I worry about Phillip Rivers. He is getting rather old. He has aged like fine wine, though. I'll give you all that. There's a Super Bowl. Lot of issues. There's a lot of issue going on with Melvin Gordon right now. He's wanting a contract extension.
Yeah, he's not showing up.
He could pull Le'Veon Bell. I know Zeke is in danger of doing the same thing. I feel like that's we're doing this before. The preseason hasn't even started yet, just to give you guys kind of an idea. So we don't know what's going to happen. I feel like that is going to play a factor into it. At this point in time, Melvin Gordon hasn't gotten a contract extension. And I feel like that does matter. That completely takes away the run game.
Game plan for them in general, just like that 1 year with Zeke. With the suspensions.
Yeah, it was like every other week we were thinking he was gonna play, and then they were like, no, not this week, and then it just kind of fucked with us.
Yep.
So I just don't feel like the Chargers are gonna win this one. I think they'll do better later in the season, but I feel like Week 1, I think the Colts are gonna come out strong, ready to go. I just feel like, yeah.
I'm going to have to agree with you. Sorry, I was just going to point out that everybody, it's Tuesday, August 6th. So if you want to look that's the date that this is being recorded. I just want to go through the Chargers roster real quick. So we have Phillip Rivers, as we said, we have Melvin Gordon as an issue, but Austin Eckler is not a bad backup, and then Justin Jackson, not bad either, The wide receivers, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Travis Benjamin, I don't think is... I don't know. He's been up and down. But then you got Hunter Henry and Virgil Green's underrated. If you look at the defensive line, maybe one of the best pass rushing duos in the league, Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram.
Yeah.
Their DTs are okay. They're not great, but they're young. They're not Brandon Mebane here, but Jerry Tillery, 22. You know, just a big pick out of Notre Dame.
I just don't think it's enough to slow the Colts down, though.
It might be enough to slow them down, but it's not going to stop them. The question is if they can stop them enough, because they do have Casey Hayward and Desmond King. Desmond King is, in my opinion, maybe the best corner, maybe not best corner in the league, but he's up there, especially for his age. Derwin James, big guy. But if you do look at this Colts roster, the only thing that scares me about this Colts roster is the defense. They do have Jabal Sheard. Justin Houston was a huge add-on. I would want to shout out to Justin Houston right there. The DTs are okay, not great. Leonard, underrated. I don't even know any of these middle linebackers, though. I mean, do you know Bobby Okereke out of Stanford? He's a rookie.
No, I don't think so.
That's
should look at the
Anthony Walker Jr. as the right outside linebacker.
Never.
I mean, other than Darius Leonard goes down. This Colts or middle of the field is completely different, and they can just run up the. I don't know. I want to see how some of these guys adjust, but as of right now, there's not a whole lot there. Cornerbacks are decent. I'm really looking forward to see how Rocky Sin does. Malik Hooker, obviously a big part. So I think the secondary will be okay, but my question is if the big DTs and linebackers are enough to hold the run game intact. I think the scheme will be able to help with that enough. And then if we go to offense, just real quick, we have Marlon Mack, and Hines is underrated as well. I'm going to point that out. I'm just saying, Hines is underrated. T.Y. Hilton, I forgot they got Funches. Chester Rogers is a good little dump-down target. I can't say a whole lot about the other two. I don't know how good Paris Campbell is from Ohio State. As I said, I don't watch college. Pascal was okay last season, not great by any means. Eric Ebron and Jack Doyle, big talking points. Maybe the best tight end duo in the league. Neither of them are top 3 tight ends, but Eric Ebron might be top 5, arguably top 5. And this offensive line is much improved from a few years back when Andrew Luck got sacked most in the league. He's got sacked the least amount in the league last year, so that's going to be a big talking point as well. So I'm going to agree with you that we give the Colts the win for this one after looking at it more in depth. Any closing remarks from you?
No, I think you got it all.
All right, I was talking for a minute, so. All right, Bengals at Seahawks. Who is the Bengals? Can you see who the Bengals quarterback is? Is it still freaking Dalton, dude?
Yeah, it is still Andy Dalton.
Nah, that's giving it to the Seahawks.
Yeah, I mean...
it's in Seattle.
It's hard because they're honestly not great this season. Neither of these teams are really that great. Yeah, I mean, Russell Wilson's a top 5 quarterback, though. I mean, you can't deny that to anybody. You just can't.
No offensive line. That's my argument.
I mean, he runs around, though. You've seen him extend the fucking play. He doesn't need a fucking offensive line.
He can get tired eventually, though. Just saying.
I mean, of course, yeah. Chris Carson is also very underrated. I feel like a lot of people don't give him credit. They did draft DK Metcalf, so that'd be very interesting to see. I don't know, man. I really I think it's still gonna be the Seahawks. I mean, I don't know what the fuck the Bengals have even done in the past. I don't know, 2 or 3 years. They haven't really done anything.
Unless,
but I think
yeah.
I mean, you still have Bobby Wagner. I mean,
yep. Unless AJ gets loose, then it gets crazy loose, and Ross does something.
Out for the season.
Oh, he's out for the season. Oh no, it's over for them. It's over. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think he tore his MCL.
I'm gonna apologize to all the Tennessee Titan fans right now. You can't be the worst team in the NFL anymore. I'm sorry. It's going to Cincinnati, unless someone else surprises me. Okay, so we're
The
gonna.
Dolphins will.
That's true. Well, maybe not. I'd rather be in the Dolphins situation than the Bengals situation, because at least you got yourself a quarterback. In my opinion, I think Rosen's going to be better than Dalton. That's my opinion. You know.
I'm sure they'll start Fitzpatrick for the first 5 or 6 games.
I mean, I'd rather have Fitzmagic too.
Yeah.
Sadly.
All right, so.
Okay.
49ers
Yeah.
versus Bucks.
Yep. Take it away.
Niners. The Niners they have a crazy backfield duo in Tevin Coleman and Matt Breida. I feel like Matt Breida does not get enough credit. Nobody's talking about him as much as they should. You still have Jimmy G. I don't know how I feel about Jimmy G. He started out hot when he first got traded, and then he kind of slowed down due to injury and stuff like that. Nick Mullins actually had a crazy game not too long ago. Their defense got a whole lot better to the 49ers defense did. Yeah, I don't.
What do you?
Think of,
What
I
about?
can't think of anybody on the Bucks worth the fuck except for like maybe Mike Evans.
Levante David on the defense. He's a little underrated, but I think he's somebody.
Yeah. I mean, you still he's got so much. You got George Kittle too. George Kittle was on fire. Didn't he beat the record for the most receiving yards by a tight end?
He did something big.
Yeah, no, it was Travis Kelce beat it earlier that day, and then Kittle had his game later that night, and Kittle beat it right after.
Yeah, poor guy.
Right after he did. Oh, yeah, that's really fucking funny. It's like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, they did draft Deebo Samuel too. So maybe they'll get him involved.
You haven't said Richard Sherman yet either, have you? Have you said Sherman yet?
I don't. I mean, Richard Sherman's good. I don't think he's the.
He's not the best.
I'm the best corner in the game.
No.
He up against a star receiver like Crabtree. He's not that. He's not that.
I mean, anymore, compared to Crabtree.
Yeah, and they did pick up Jason Verrett too.
I mean, what do you think? I want to talk about this quarterback situation with Tampa Bay. Well, a few years back, we remember them taking a guy in the first round, and he was supposed to be their savior. Do you think he could step it up and find another receiver other than Mike Evans on the field? I mean...
in my opinion, no. Jameis Winston's not the quarterback. I really feel like they need to move on from him in all honesty.
That's
Mike Evans
rough.
is good. Don't get me wrong, Mike Evans is damn good. I just don't think he's that guy though.
Who's the backup? Who's second, third? Anybody else?
Receivers?
Yeah, anybody else?
I think you have Chris Godwin on there.
So
I can't think of anybody else after that.
Nah, no one crazy. All right.
Yeah.
How's his defense? I mean, Tampa's an alright defense,
Niners?
but no, we're talking Tampa right now. I'm sorry, but I know the Niners' defense is stacked.
I was about to say they got
fucking
Bosa, boy Nick Bosa.
Patrick Willis wants to come out of retirement to get himself a Super Bowl or some shit.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Anyway, give this one to the 49ers, huh?
That's for sure, yeah.
All right. Biggest talking point for you today. We got the New York Football Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys in the Cowboy Stadium. Let's hear it away from the Cowboys expert. Over to you.
You guys can make fun of me all you want for being a Cowboys fan. I'm a realistic Cowboys fan.
Cowbums.
I don't care. The Cowgirls, whatever y'all want to call us. I don't care who gets on the team. We're not winning a Super Bowl. I will guarantee y'all that. I understand it is a meme to make fun of Cowboys fans, but however, I am realistic. We are having some issues with Zeke. Earlier this month, or maybe even last month, Jerry Jones said he doesn't believe we need a running game, even though every ring Jerry Jones has is due to a running game, whether it be Tony Dorsett and or Emmitt Smith. So he is the biggest fucking clown of the Cowboys organization. Let me just get that out of the way. However, I believe Zeke or no Zeke, we actually picked up Alfred Morris, and I feel like due to our O-line, Alfred Morris will not be Zeke, but he could, still have some sort of progression and some sort of offense going as far as the run game goes. Our wide receiving core is amazing, and like, can I just say, the Cowboys are so underrated when it comes to their defense. Like, just look at our defense. Leighton Vander Esch,
I agree.
Sean Lee when he's healthy,
Best
DeMarcus Lawrence, Jalen Smith. You have Byron Jones. You have Chidobe Awuzie. I can just go on.
Did you say DeMarcus Lawrence yet?
Yeah, George Iloka. We have so many decent fucking people. Leighton Vander Esch, when he starts going, him and Jalen Smith are fucking deadly. They are fucking deadly. And if Sean Lee can stay healthy, it's fucking over. Like, those three
gonna be
are
rough.
the best linebacker. That's the best linebackers
in the league. Yep.
Yes, that is the best core you can have.
If you guys want to argue, just hit him up. Hit up I Am Verdict. He wants to hear all your complaints. He's gonna shut you down. You guys go ahead.
No, I don't. I don't want to hear your fucking complaints. I'm tired of arguing with motherfuckers on Instagram because y'all think y'all know everything. You guys don't know shit.
I guess the Cowboys will show the record this season. You guys will see. I mean, they made it deep in the playoffs last season. I'm just saying, and they lost to the team that went to the Super Bowl. So, don't want to talk about it though, Saints. I feel bad about that still. I'm still mad about it. You guys heard it.
I just want to put this out there. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I do think Jason Witten should have stayed in retirement because that is hindering Blake Jarwin's come up. If y'all remember last season, Blake Jarwin had, I think, 5 touchdowns in 4 games. That is fucking insane. Blake Jarwin's very underrated, and I do not think we should start Jason Witten over him. I feel like Jason Witten should just be there for shits and giggles.
I could see Jason Witten being there as a backup for like a third down type of guy.
Yeah,
that'd be a good role.
100%. Oh, and can I just throw this out there?
Go ahead.
I know you love Randall Cobb.
I do love Randall Cobb. I do.
But what the fuck? We should not have spent their money on Randall Cobb.
They spent a little too much, but he's still a decent receiver. He just has injury problems. Okay, that's,
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll be a good possession catch, but...
Basically just replacing Cole Beasley, if we're being 100% honest. You know?
I mean, the only thing about Cole Beasley is he was fucking like 5'5", and he could definitely get lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, come on, guys, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I love the Cowboys to death, but if Zeke sits out, we're not winning more than 5 games this season. It just is how it is. It's just not fucking happening. It's not happening. If Zeke does come, we'll be a playoff team. We'll probably get smacked around by somebody like the Rams or someone in the fucking playoffs will whoop our ass. I think we'll make it out of the wild card, the divisional round. Probably not. I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Same as last year. Same result.
Yeah, about 10-6, 11-5 maybe. I think that's really where we're at right now. Our defense is doing great. I feel like we could take one step further as a defense, but our offense really, unless Dak really steps the fuck up, I just don't see it happening. But yeah, honestly, I love Saquon Barkley. I do. I really do.
I think he's top. I'm gonna say it right now. He's top 3. He might be the running back in the league. Yeah.
He may be number 2. I think it goes Zeke, Saquon, Gurley.
Whoa. What was that shit you just said about Le'Veon Bell earlier, though?
That was when he was playing. I don't know.
You don't know anymore?
It's been a year.
So just 1 year and the man's out. So he's still top 5, though. He's still top 5?
Yeah, he's top 5.
What about,
don't get me wrong. If Le'Veon Bell comes out and balls out, I'll eat my words. But
what
as
about,
of right now, I haven't seen Le'Veon Bell play in a year.
What about that man in the Arizona that we love so much?
He has a lot of injury problems.
That's true.
Of injury problems.
That's true.
I love him a lot, but he has a lot of injury problems.
Speaking of those people, though, fucking love Larry.
That's the only reason I put Todd Gurley at 3, to be honest with you.
Dang, Todd Gurley.
Because that knee, we don't know about that knee.
Well, I agree. So, I'd say we give this one to Dallas just because it's in Dallas. The defense is gonna. Well, not just because of that. I mean, I can't think of that many defensive players for the Giants at this point. I mean, it's a division matchup, so it's gonna
Jabril.
be. It might be close. Well, other than Jabril, he's a bring in. He's a bring in guy.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make here is it's a division matchup. It might be close. Last time I remember watching these teams play, when I actually paid attention, Odell was the only one to score a touchdown in this game. And I think it was in Dallas too. But they don't have him anymore.
I just learned today.
Go ahead.
The Giants only scored 2 passing touchdowns that were over 32 yards, and guess who threw them? Odell.
Dang. Good job, Odell.
So you're telling me Eli can't even throw the fucking ball correctly?
No, I don't. Eli's. If I'm not playing the Patriots in Super Bowl, then I don't know. He's gotten worse, really, really worse since they sat him out when he was about to break that record for most consecutive starts, and ever since then, it's just gone downhill.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna give this one to Dallas for obvious reasons here. How about Lions at Cardinals? Two teams that I don't think are going to do very good, but I give my personal edge to the Lions. That's just me.
It's a tie. It's going to be a tie.
I can't.
It's the Lions.
Okay, I was going to say I can't force a tie.
I think it'll be. It'll be Kenny Galladay. Kenny Galladay, fucking Marvin Jones, Matthew Stafford. It'll be them 3.
And I think you also have to look at the defense. They're going to be able to. The only good part about, not the only good part about the Detroit Lions defense, because they do have some cornerbacks and stuff like that. Like, Slay. No one's going to challenge Slay. If they do, they're probably going to get in trouble. But they can stop the run. All right, they have arguably the best defensive tackle in the league, and I think that's going to be able to force, Arizona in a box. Arizona doesn't even have a good offensive line to begin with, so I think that's going to be a big issue for Arizona this coming season, as much as I hate to say it, because I like Arizona. I do. I want to see Larry win a Super Bowl ring. It's not going to happen. It's too late. He had his chance, and it was blown by someone who wanted to catch over 2 Cardinals in the Super Bowl, who's also a really good dancer, it seems, so...
He also had a chance when he beat the Packers in overtime.
Yeah, he did. But he wanted to. The Cardinals wanted to go play like complete horseshit against Cam Newton and the Panthers, who the Packers played that season and only lost because they didn't convert a 2-point conversion. I'm just saying. The Packers win that overtime game. They go in to play the Panthers, and they at least make a game of it.
Mm.
I'm just saying. But that's the past. Okay, the really anticipated matchup in Week 1, Pittsburgh Steelers at New England Patriots.
Patriots, I'm sorry.
You gotta say Patriots. I feel like I agree with you, because I feel like the Steelers are going downhill. They've lost 2 superstars. Now, Juju is still amazing and young talent. I don't know. Is Shazier playing? Is he healthy?
He actually just got married and he was walking. He's definitely not going to play.
Okay, I didn't think so, but...
He is walking and he is exercising, so maybe next season.
Yeah, we all love that man, or at least I can't think of anyone other than like Baltimore Raven fans maybe that don't like that man because of the things he does to him. You got to respect the man. I feel for him, but I can't think of too many amazing players on this team. I mean, they're good and they can be solid and they have a good scheme on defense in my opinion, and on offense, can they find anything? Big Ben looked really bad last season compared to past seasons, and even then he wasn't looking amazing. So, and the Patriots are the Patriots, Super Bowl winners. As much as I hate to say it, I hate the Patriots as much as anyone else in the world. But Bill Belichick is still their coach. So, what are you gonna do? You can literally, he could fire everyone on the team, and he can go to Walmart and pick up a whole new team, and he can still make it to the playoffs. And you could see, and my point with that here, my proof here, is when they had Jimmy G, and they had the whole controversy with Brady, is he going to play, is he not going to play? They still won 3 of the 4 games. And the team they lost to, with Jacoby Brissett. Where is he now? I don't even know. Is he a backup for the Saints or something? I don't know. I feel like he is.
Didn't he play for the fucking
Colts? Yeah.
Y'all got rid of him?
I think so, yeah. I don't know. He might still be there. It's not relevant enough for me to see. But,
we don't go for it.
and hey, worst comes to worst. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the Saints' backup is Teddy Bridgewater. It
Oh
hurts.
shit. Well, maybe.
It hurts.
Well, Teddy's at least he's getting paid. And for a Super Bowl contending team too, in my opinion. I'm just saying, maybe the best team in the NFC, arguably. That defense is much improved from when Drew Brees had to do it all himself. But you know, worst comes to worst sorry, I can't even talk today. The worst comes to worst with the Steelers and Patriots. The Patriots are losing. Let's just jam their headsets. We're good, guys. All right? Okay, we move on to the next matchup. Houston Texans versus New Orleans Saints. Whew, this might be tougher than it looks, honestly. On paper, Houston has a very good defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
the Saints.
If you guys remember last season, the fucking Texans I think went like 0-4 until they beat the fucking Cowboys and won like 10 straight games. They do that a lot. The Texans are shit in the beginning of the season, and I don't know why.
It's like the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like Seattle.
Come back. Yeah, they come back the last fucking 8 or 9 games and win all of them. I just don't understand.
It's too bad that they couldn't beat the Colts in the playoffs, huh? Got fucking stomped on.
I feel like the Saints got this one.
Yeah, I agree. It's in New Orleans too, and you know they love their home stadium more than almost. I'd say they're a top 5 stadium to play at home. Advantage-wise.
The Chiefs?
Chiefs, yep.
I'd hate to play in Arrowhead. You
got to bring up Seattle too, though. You know how they are.
Yeah, the 6th man. Or the
12th.
12th man, whatever the fuck they are, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's whatever. Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah,
I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer for obvious reasons. We're not gonna... We've already been on this for an hour. We're on week 1, alright?
Yeah, we need to start going through these facts.
Yeah,
because I think week 1 we have to do our explanations of where we think they are.
As we should be like this versus unless it's a big matchup or an obvious matchup there. And right before we do the last picks, we're gonna look into the standings and stuff too, just to update you, Cody, just to see what needs to happen for each team to make the playoffs. We're not gonna go in deep into it, but we're gonna see what happens. But Broncos at Raiders, I got Broncos because I just can't see the Raiders doing much this year, and the Broncos at least have a defense. That's my opinion, but
Really, because I think the Raiders are gonna win. I think these first few games, AB's gonna feel like he needs something to prove. So I feel like he'll come out and win this game, but I don't think there'll be much. I think they'll go like 6-10, something like that. I mean, we can go ahead and give the Broncos a win. I really don't give a fuck, to be honest. But Philip Lindsay is underrated. I'll give you that. So I could see the Broncos winning.
I just can't see this Oakland offensive line doing amazing, and this pass rush, it's still nasty from Denver.
Yeah, Bradley Chubb, Von Miller.
That's my point in it. Offensively, it's gonna be a rough game. Offensively, in my who's the running back for the Raiders? I might change my mind if they can run the ball.
They picked up Jacoby Jones, or what's his name? Fuck, that motherfucker from Alabama. I can't remember his name. Something Jacoby. I think it's Jacoby Jones.
I don't think I know. So no one huge. Someone who's decent, but not. We don't know yet. This is what we're,
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just give this one to the Raiders just because of Antonio Brown. Although okay, actually, who's on the Raiders defense here? I don't know. I really don't know. They lost Khalil Mack. Everything toppled in that defense. I don't know. I don't know anything.
Let me check. I honestly don't know.
They are playing at home, though, so that is kind of a little advantage because you know how much these Raider fans love their team.
Raiders fans are fucking insane. They are the craziest fucking fans.
Yep.
They're not the best fans. They're just the fucking craziest.
Yep. What do they call it? Is it the black hole? Is that what they call it?
Call them crazy motherfuckers.
The black wall? The black wall is the black something that they call their fan base and all that. Where the heck did I put my dog tags? Oh, there they are. Okay, we're good.
They have Taco Charlton? Really? Did we get rid of him?
Damn. Anybody else outstanding you seeing?
They have Brandon Marshall, the middle linebacker.
Oh, wait.
Burficit, that's where he went.
Oh, you know what? We're giving this one to the Raiders then. All right, I'm gonna change my pick. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Is not bad.
My bad, Raiders. You might surprise a few people.
Joyner,
oh, really?
Carl Joseph isn't bad. Yeah.
All right, so they just have some guys that could step up.
I think they could win this because the Broncos.
The Broncos,
offense.
Yeah, I mean, is Joe Flacco all right? And not 2012 anymore,
Joe
buddy.
Flacco.
I don't think we're in 2012 anymore. Okay, we're going to week 2, Buccaneers at Panthers. I'm saying Panthers just because it's in Carolina, and I don't think the Bucs. What do you think?
Yeah, I got Panthers.
All right, Cardinals, Ravens. We go Ravens. I don't even want to hear your argument.
Yeah, Ravens.
Cowboys, Redskins. I want to hear your argument of this though. It's in DC.
We always struggle in this game. This game specifically, we always struggle in, but I think the Cowboys will win it. I think it'll be like 24-17, some shit like that.
Okay, we'll give this one to the Cowboys because of the superior run game and superior receivers. If that makes sense. Colts at Titans, we're giving this one to the Colts. I'm sorry, Tennessee. You guys are
Seahawks, Steelers.
Seahawks, Steelers. Do you want me to say that? It might surprise you. I mean, I think Seahawks, but
I think Steelers.
I think Steelers
got this at home.
You think you think? All right.
I think Juju will be mad over Week 1 loss. Steelers will be like, we need to win, bitch.
Need a win? All right. Yeah. I mean, can you go look and read me the cornerbacks of Seattle? Who they have? Quill is Griffin? Isn't he a cornerback? Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
I just want to see who else they have, just to put the Seattle defense in perspective, because their offense ain't shit other than Russell Wilson, in my opinion. I mean, maybe a wide receiver or two, or a running back that's decent, but nobody outstanding. And the offensive line, without the offensive line, they're not going to be anything either. So, and then the Steelers do have T.J. Watt, so.
Madden says Eric Berry's on the Seahawks, but I don't remember him signing.
I don't
he's
think
still a free agent. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think that's true.
Oh, I forgot it. I thought Eric Berry was still a Chief. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know he went to free agency. I'm not sure if he signed.
Oh, wait.
He might have.
This is away from home, and it is early in the season. Seahawks do like to choke early in the season as well. So I guess I'll go Steelers with you. I 100%. Got to rethink about that one, though.
Other than Shaquille Griffin, they don't have anybody worth the fuck.
How about Bills at Giants? This could be an interesting matchup because who's going to play offense? Is the offense of the Giants going to beat the defense of the Bills? Because the other side of the ball, I don't know.
I'm going to say Giants.
Giants, I was thinking the same thing. How about 49ers at Bills, or Bengals, I mean? We're going to go 49ers, yeah. Sorry, Bills. I mean, sorry, Bills and Bengals, I guess. Okay, Chargers at Lions. I say Chargers all the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lions playing at home. Vikings at Packers. I'm going to give the Packers this win because it's in Lambeau. Now, I don't think we can win. Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't think we will win in Minnesota because we always struggle in Minnesota, if you notice. But I do think this team will step up and beat the Vikings in Lambeau. I remember back when we ran the table with Aaron Rodgers, when this game was like the starter game to that, or maybe not the starter, it was like 2 or 3 games in maybe, but it was 100% slanted to Minnesota, and we went out there and we smacked them in the first half. In the second half, we they kept it somewhat interesting, but we took the win. So I'm giving this one to Green Bay. Jaguars at Texans. Go.
Texans. I think Texans are gonna barely win in like a boring game. It's gonna be a really fucking boring game.
For people who don't like defense, because you like big plays and stuff, huh? I'm just saying.
Well, for people that don't, I think it's gonna be boring for people that like football. I think there's gonna be zero offense. I feel like the Texans are gonna struggle. The Jags fucking don't have an offense.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how Foles does. I mean, we can't really predict anything, but I agree. And Marcus Lee's okay.
Fucking Leonard Fournette can stay healthy.
Yeah. It should be, honestly, it should be slanted the Jags way, but this is in Houston, and they do have one of the best rushing teams in the league as well.
The two best duos.
Yeah.
Davion and J.J. Watt. There's nobody better.
Arguably. Now, I don't know JJ the last couple of years if he's still been up there. I just see him play the Colts all the time, and we just double team him, and they don't do anything. So that's all I'm going to say on that.
Okay. This one, Dolphins. Tom Brady has lost. Yes, Tom Brady has lost.
You're talking about the Miami Miracle, huh?
It's a stat. I think Brady's won once in Miami. I'm not even shitting you. He's lost so many times in Miami.
I'm gonna check Google here real quick, and if you're right, you think Miami has a better record against Tom Brady than Tom Brady does against Miami. That's what you're saying.
It is proven that he struggles in Miami.
Brady versus
I think he's won more than one.
Dolphins record. Pro Football Reference. Okay, keep the track of this for me. You ready? I'm starting to
21-10 record against the Dolphins.
I don't want to just give this to Miami.
I really feel like the Dolphins could do it. Nah, I give it to the Patriots. I'm just being a dick.
I'm just trying to. I mean, I love that miracle play though. Shout out to Kenyon Drake, but
I really do think it's like over the past 5 or 6 years he's only won once.
Okay.
In Miami, give it that. In Miami.
So that one could go either way, but we don't think the Dolphins are going anywhere this season anyway, so we're not going to fuck the Patriots up, in our little thing here, because they're making the playoffs, all right? You want to argue with me about it, then you're just a Tom Brady hater, which I am too, so it's okay. But Chiefs at Raiders. Chiefs. All right, I'm just seeing if
Saints
maybe...
versus Rams.
Saints. Come on, baby.
I feel like somebody's getting suspended this game. Somebody's getting suspended.
The guy, whoever hit that illegal hit and didn't get called for a penalty, you're gonna get murdered during this game.
It's
Thankfully,
either Keith Talib or Marcus Peters. I'm fucking cheating.
Well, I mean, I like Talib a little bit less, but not much. I'm giving this Saints. I'm giving this to Saints. The redemption, boys, is real. The redemption. That's just a little bit slated, but who's the better Okay, let's look at this. Who's the better quarterback? Drew Brees? Goff. You gotta go Brees. All right. Who has the better wide receivers? I think Saints. Just Michael Thomas. All right, he's a monster. Ted Ginn forgot.
Bringing his career back. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Fucking running back. Oh, I mean, Gurley's good,
better, but
Kamara. That's another thing I actually also meant to bring up is that the Ravens picked up Ingram, I forgot to mention that. But let's see, Cameron Jordan's still a beast. They have one of the best cornerbacks in the league. I'm giving it to the Saints. We're gonna end it there. Rams are still going to make the playoffs in the simulation, almost guaranteed, probably, so just don't whine about it. We'll see you guys later. Bears and Broncos, we're giving it to the Bears, alright.
Yep.
Okay.
Falcons.
Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
Browns Jets. Ooh, that could be an interesting one on a Monday night there. But, I mean...
I'm going to say Browns.
I'm going to say Browns, too. We're just going to do it real quick. We're not going to go real in-depth with all of these. Jags beat the Titans at home.
Jags beat Titans.
And Bills beat the Bengals.
Bengals, yeah.
The Bengals are going to have 0 wins in our simulation, and we're going to feel like shit. The Lions and Eagles, I do feel like the Eagles at home win that. Jets and Patriots, that's a big rivalry right there. If we're going back to the Mark Sanchez days, hashtag butt fumble, everybody. And hashtag eating a hot dog on the sideline. Patriots?
I think Patriots are going to win that one. I think Jets are going to win the other one when they're at home.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Raiders, Vikings all the way. I see the Vikings
Ravens
don't.
versus
The Vikings
Chiefs,
are so
Chiefs.
much better at home. I don't know what it is. They're so much better at home.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That fucking cold air.
Ravens Chiefs, dude. We gotta sit here and talk about this one though. These are two playoff teams in my personal opinion.
I think Chiefs are gonna win it though.
You think
I feel like it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Chiefs are just gonna outscore them.
I can see it. I can respect it. I'll make sure I said home. Yep. Okay. Falcons Colts. I feel like Colts, but the Falcons could surprise me here.
I feel like the Falcons are gonna win this one.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I don't know if the Colts will be able to hold Julio, but it is an Indy. It is an Indy, and you know how the Colts play in Indy compared to the road.
Yeah,
Much
but the
improved.
Falcons are coming off 2 losses. I feel like
Yeah. I'm glad you keep track of that shit because I don't. I just look at the matchup. Broncos Packers. Please tell me I can give the Sons of Lombardi here a win. Or do you think the Broncos?
If Aaron Rodgers is still healthy from week 3, they got it. Yeah.
Dolphins Cowboys. You want to talk shit to the Dolphins?
Me. Don't disrespect me.
And we're going Miami. No. We're going Cowboys. Sorry, Miami. It's in Dallas. All right. You guys can have a home game eventually, okay? I mean, we've talked about
Giants. I think Buccaneers are going to win.
Yeah, it's going to be close. There's a toss-up. It's a toss-up.
It's going to be 9-12. That's the final score.
Somehow it's going to be 1-0 or some shit.
It's possible. You can get 1 point. It's possible.
How do you get 1 point?
You have to like fumble in your own end zone and it go out of bounds or something. It's real specific.
Really?
It's only happened like twice.
It's like that because Seattle tried to cheat a few years ago by slapping it out of the end zone because it was about to be a safety.
Like something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway, Panthers. Sorry, Cardinals. I mean, unless you would feel differently.
Nah, I think that's about right.
Niners, Steelers. I mean, Steelers and the Niners.
I think Niners got it. I think that's gonna be a good game.
I do. It's a surprising good game. Saints, Seahawks. I'd say Saints.
Yeah. Well, I think Seahawks might actually win that one.
Well, I don't know. Just it's the beginning of the season still.
And Seattle always plays good against good teams, but they lose against shitty teams.
Yeah. That's rough though.
We can go ahead and give it to the Saints.
I'll give it to. It's rough. It's rough. Texans.
I don't think the Seahawks are gonna make the playoffs.
Texans, Chargers though.
Chargers. In San Diego. Chargers.
Los Angeles. Nice try though. They're not going back.
Oh yeah. I forgot. My bad. Shit.
Los Angeles Rams versus Cleveland Browns. That's gonna be a big game. That could be a Super Bowl matchup. For some people.
I think it's Rams.
You think it's Rams?
I think the Browns are a bit too young. The Rams are a good
in Cleveland.
Team.
All right.
It's still the Rams.
Bears, Redskins. I feel Bears in my opinion, but Redskins could.
Yeah, Bears.
All right, we're moving right along. We got week 4 on the verge. Eagles at Packers. This could be a good matchup, but can the Packers' young defense stand up to the Eagles? I don't think so, but...
Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to beat them.
Titans, Falcons. Do we get one?
The Titans are going to fucking win. just because it's the Falcons. The Falcons always give up some weird games.
Yeah, here you go, Titans. This is why you're not the Bengals. Redskins, Giants.
Redskins.
In New York, you got it. All right. I mean... I can see it. They got to shut down Saquon. I think I might be taking Saquon. He's not the whole team, you know. Chargers in Miami, though. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think every Giants wide receiver's hurt. I think Corey Coleman's hurt, Sterling Shepard's hurt, and Cody Lattimore's hurt.
That really hurts their chances. With their chances already being slim anyway, but not none. So New York fans out there. Hope the Jets do something. I don't know.
Yeah, let's say go buy a Jets jersey.
I'm sure they hate each other there in New York. I don't know. Chargers and Dolphins. You're going to give one to the Dolphins? I don't see this one going to the Dolphins, though. Just because it's the Chargers.
No fucking way. It's going to be like 41-0.
Raiders at Colts. Now, that you said the Colts lost to Julio Jones. Did they lose to Antonio Brown? And if so, why? No?
No fucking way.
Panthers at Texans. This could be an interesting
one. I
one.
think the Texans are going to whoop their ass. I think the Texans are going to fucking be pissed.
I can see it being close, but yeah. Chiefs at Lions at Chiefs, right?
Yeah, the Chiefs.
Browns at Ravens. This is a big division matchup that could decide the winner of this division because I think it's between these two teams personally. I'm saying.
I think the Ravens are going to win it at home.
I agree. I agree with that. Although the Browns are coming off that loss to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots at Bills, and the Bills are a team that, if anyone, has taken a lot of wins away from New England. You know, that
Bills.
defense. I'm gonna say
Bills.
I'm going Bills. Just because. Yeah, I mean, they gotta lose sometime.
I think it'll be a good upset. Yeah.
I agree. If they don't lose this, they'll lose another one. Yeah, Rams all the way. Seahawks, Cardinals, Seahawks.
Cardinals.
Really?
Kyler Murray. Who else we got? We got Larry Fitz.
What is the defensive line for the Cardinals looking like? Just so we see the pass rush here. They have Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones played. They picked up somebody. Who they pick up? Let me see.
Because if they have a good enough pass rush, this may be a good advantage for the Cardinals. If you think of it like in depth like that, you know. I mean, sorry to pick on Seahawks offensive line, but I watched the Colts struggle with Andrew Luck getting hit, and that's when he had the worst line in the league. So do something about that line, or you're gonna lose your quarterback.
Let's see.
Yeah, just ask Teddy Bridgewater. Although that happened in practice, but you get the point. That was a really bad point.
I don't know who Corey Peters is. Oh, they got Terrell Suggs.
Oh, T-Sizzle, yeah.
Yeah, I have Chandler Jones, Jordan Hicks.
I don't think we have them winning.
Reddick isn't bad.
You know, we're going to give this one to Arizona just because I don't think we have them winning a game yet. And
Nadimche, I don't remember how to say his name.
Ooh.
Muhammad Wilkerson. What?
Oh, Wilkerson. Right. He came from Green Bay. Alright, how about Vikings in Chicago? That could be a rough defensive game there. Do you think...
In Chicago?
It's in Chicago. You think Chicago wins? Because it's tough.
If it's in Chicago, yeah.
I don't know, man. Chicago doesn't have like a great stadium or anything.
NFC East is one of those things where it's like I always feel like the home team is going to win. Unless it's like the Packers at
the North?
In Detroit. Yeah.
NFC North? Alright. I mean, anybody in Detroit.
Yeah, and Detroit never wins.
Hey, Detroit beat the Packers last year, just to say it. I hate it, but the Packers almost had a comeback, but we lost because our kicker missed 13 points. Our kicker left 13 points off the board.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Mason Crosby.
Yeah, and we all hated him, and he came back, and he actually made like some good kicks the next game, so he redeemed himself. Jaguars versus in Denver. It's not like it matters, but. So you're not saying Denver to do anything this year, huh? You say Joe Flacco sucks, huh? You just talk shit about Joe Flacco, huh? I see it. All right, Cowboys at Saints. Yeah. I say Cowboys because of what's been the matchup the last couple of years, but I want to hear your insight on this because the Cowboys fan.
I think Cowboys can do it if we get Zeke a new contract and everything, and Dak doesn't throw 6 picks. Like I said, their defense is really underrated. If we have Zeke and everything, I think the Cowboys are going to win this one.
All right. How about let's do a defensive comparison there. So, let's say the Saints have a better secondary, but let's say the Cowboys have one of the best, like lines and linebackers in the league. So front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just wanted to point that out, and I also wanted to point out that Saints don't run the ball crazy a lot. But will these linebackers? How fast are these linebackers? Are there any linebackers that are like this? Are they fast enough to, keep that running back in check?
The Saints?
Yeah, keep the Saints running back in check.
Oh, keep
as a receiver, Kamara.
Oh, yeah. Jalen Smith is quick. Leighton Vander Esch is always there. Sean Lee's fucking crazy on the ball. He's always on the field.
But no, I don't know I don't think Sean Lee's that fast, but I know he'll stop the run. But I mean, like, for when he goes out and catches it, because Kamara's going to be on a screen monster,
Yeah, well, that's why we have Leighton Vander Esch. Leighton Vander Esch can hold screens and stuff more. He's more of a pass coverage.
All right. And